There we go. Y'all know I can't see anyway. Oh, shoot. Did I just swing back out? Ugh, she's so crazy. Hello. Those of you watching in the replay. Hi. It just seems like it's like, whoo. Yeah, I think it is. But I mean, I'm probably going to get some of this over here, but I can't do it, guys. She can't do technical things. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what to say. That's crazy. Welcome in. Let me see if I can pull you guys up on my iPad because let's hope my iPad is doing its thing tonight. So I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm having a good day so far. I hope I'm live. Jeez, I don't know. I really don't know with this thing. So yeah. I don't see anybody on here, so that leads me to believe nobody popped in. So am I actually live? If a tree falls in the forest and nobody hears it, did it really fall? Okay, there we are. Okay, I see you. Hello, Curiopus. Hello. Tracy, hi. Okay, welcome in. I'm so glad you guys are here because I was beginning to think I'm crazy, but I am crazy. And pardon the wall looking all cockeyed. It's just how I have the setup done. I really don't know what's going on now. I mean, I guess I'm just too far that way. Okay. It's going to be what it'll be. You know what I mean? How are y'all doing? Oh, I've said that already. Okay. Yeah. Tracy said, I'm watching while I make supper. Oh my gosh, what are you having tonight? I really want to know. I want to live through you because we had barbecue. Oh God, it was so good. Yeah, St. Patrick's Day is up because, you know, Valentine's Day, she gone. Except for this one blue bag. Or blue charm on this pink bag. God almighty, I'm seeing things. I feel like I'm all discombobulated today. And like, I tried to cut a video. And I did sort of cut a video for tomorrow. But, girl, I felt like my tongue weighed 1,000 pounds. And I couldn't make, like, words. And I kept having to, like the word subscribed. Couldn't say. I had to say it 10 times. It was crazy. Crazy. Ooh. My Crystal Light lemon packet is lemoning, girl. Oh, breakfast for supper? Ah, my favorite. Easy, quick, but delicious. And everybody gets full. Okay, if you hear my stomach doing that, which is because I haven't had anything to drink in a while, and it's hitting my stomach like a ton of bricks. I don't know why, but yeah. A long time ago, we had barbecue not a long time ago. 4, maybe around 4-ish. No, like 3:30. A late lunch, early dinner. Now we won't eat anything else. But Bill had his eye shot today scheduled. And when he does that, you know, I have to kind of take off of work and lead him around. And I will tell you this, they triple, quadruple. Hey girl, I can't talk today. But they triple and quadruple book the daggone eye clinic. It's a huge, I don't know how many doctors in there, 20, I don't even know. But they packed that place in like sardines. It was burning up in there because there were 500 people in there. And when we knew it was going to be bad, because when we went in on time, a lady was coming out and she was going, oh my God, I'm so glad to be out of there. I've been here all day. And it was like 12:45, and I'm thinking, oh my God. Hey, Dawn. Hey, DeForte. How are you? Feeling good. And he's okay. He's feeling good. I will tell you also, hey, Mary Beth. Hey, Bestie. I'm doing good. How are you today? Bill has been he's on the phone right freaking now. If you hear him, it's because I know when you've spent your whole adult life with one person, The littlest thing. And I know I get on his nerves too. I know it. I know it. But oh God. He will get on the phone and go, "Hey, how you doing? What you been up to?" I'm that freaking loud. That loud. And it annoys my daughter so much because, you know, she's a teenager. She's 18. And when we're out in public at a restaurant, he don't give a damn. If we were in the movie theater, he'd probably pick it up. But we get so pissed off. Like I screamed. That's how he talks though. Hello. We're like, nobody was looking at us until now. Now everybody's like, oh, I guess this guy's so high and mighty and all important, he has to take a friggin' call. He has been, I know, poor Bill, but God. Yeah, it's sad that he gets those eye shots, but and they told us today that his oh, you're talking to LA. I'm sorry. Yeah. See, I can't see because my little thing. I thought like, what are you talking? Ask me, but yeah, LA's father passed away, guys. So, um, she's hanging in there. But yeah, it's just like they told him today that his the eye that he had the surgery in, not this January, but it's been a year, January in 2025, that and they told him at the time that he did that surgery that he would need it's called a vitrectomy, I think is what it's called, where they suck all the fluid out of your eye because he has those blurry floater things and edema and all this. They said that his cataracts are really bad in that eye, and so he'll eventually need to get those taken out, I guess. And so we're looking forward to, not looking forward to, but we are looking at another eye surgery for him. But we knew it would happen. So yeah, guys, take care of your A1C. Like that's like my stomach just went. Like take care of your A1C because that I feel like is the number one thing that did him in on his eyes. The diabetic, whatever. And you know, he has sleep apnea, so he got on a sleep machine and he is now being prescribed Ozempic. He hasn't taken it yet. I don't know that he's not gung-ho about it. So if he wants to try it and he does, like it's totally going to be his call. I mean, it's his body, right? It's his life. I can't ultimately live it for him, but oh, if I could. No, he you know, he's gained a lot of weight since he took a new job. I mean, in your 60s, can you imagine starting over and starting a whole new career? Like, yeah, and everybody's 20 to 30 years younger than you in the whole office, including all the bosses. So, yeah, it's been some adjusting and it's stressed him out. And his job is way more stressful than his old job because these people care about what. I won't say his last job, they didn't care, but they just didn't closely watch it and they didn't keep as close tabs as they do here. So he has to answer for a lot more. He has to do a lot more work, which is fine. He makes way more money. So that's, you know, it's what you do. You know what I mean? So, but he has, you know, because what we do, I don't know about anybody, like a lot of people that I can see a lot of people, I've had a lot of friends who like get stressed out and like you say, oh, you need to eat. And they're like, oh shit, no, I can't eat nothing. But now, you know, I go the other way. I'm like, well, shit, I'm stressed. Let me eat everything. And he's the same way. So he did he gained some weight this year and his A1C has crept back up. So they did put him on Ozempic. They were like, you know, this is going to happen. So we'll see. We shall see. Yeah. It is okay for a type 1. Yeah. And his eye doctor, you know, we wanted to ask her. He wasn't going to go on it until he did see her. And she said, in diabetics, the worst thing that you can do is your A1C being elevated and going up. She's like, we need to see those A1Cs come down. And if it takes you losing 20, 30, 40 pounds, that's what needs to happen. I mean, they've told him that all along. And his, you know, his endo and also our regular GP tells him the same thing. So yeah, it's okay for a type 1. He has a continuous glucose monitor, and he also has a continuous glucose pump or insulin pump. So when he needs medication, it feeds it. When he doesn't, it doesn't. So yeah, it constantly monitors his sugar and levels. He'll probably have to test more with his manual like pricker. Uh, she said pricker, but he'll probably have to test a little more with his actual sticker thing. I don't know, whatever that thing is, his checker, and manually. So he'll have to do that because I don't know. They say that it's off when you do a continuous monitor, you know, so they're not always 100%. Well, nothing is really, but you know. Anyway, yeah, it is okay for a type 1. A lot of type 1s do really well on the Ozempic. He's on the lowest dose. And for my daughter, hey Rachel, how are you? So glad to see you. Okay, be right back. All right. See you in a few, babes. But yeah, for my daughter, she doesn't particularly like the medication. She just likes being skinny, you know what I mean? And so she'll go on and off of it, and she's only ever taken the loading dose the times that she's been on it. And I think this last time she's been on it since November. And so she's on the very loading dose. I think it's 0.25 or 0.50, no more than that, because she doesn't feel good when she loads up on it. It just makes her feel like crap. And the doctor, you know, I've told him, I'm like, I've been on it for 2 years, girl. I already know. But I've told him, like, you're going to have to, you know, watch for the nausea. And that's the same thing. She said, the only thing is people do get nauseated. And that's something to think about. Like, it's no joke. It is no joke. But I have to tell you, for me, I can't speak for him, but he'll say when he eats something crazy or he eats a whole lot, you know, something really greasy and crazy, which we always eat that stuff anyway. He'll say, oh, my stomach feels horrible. My stomach's upset. And I think for me, when I was, and I tell you guys this, do I tell you guys this every week? I'm sorry for being repetitive, but that's what happens when you get my age. But, yeah, for me, I got really severely nauseated from eating the amount of food I was eating not on the shot. So if I could take that time and really think about it, I think I get nauseated less on this shot than I did eating so much crazy shit when I wasn't on the shot and I weighed 250 or what, 240, 250. So, you know, being, you know, at that weight and eating crazy because I had liver disease, I had all kinds of shit going on. I was pre-diabetic. You know, there was a lot of things going on with me. So I feel like, yeah, I got nauseated then more because of the copious amounts of food. Because I didn't have a stopping point. I didn't ever, my thing about eating was that, oh, I could eat 2 more cookies. You know, when I've had a huge meal, I mean a huge meal, I could just continuously eat and graze and shove food in my gullet, girl. And so doing that is not healthy for you either. So it wasn't for me. And, you know, it caused me to have a lot of problems, So I hope that he will quickly figure out those, because for me, I know where I can eat too. I know that I can have, you know, something crazy or sweet or whatever, but I just can't eat the meal. I can't eat the whole thing, because if I eat the whole thing, I'm going to pay for it later. So I already know in my brain from doing it too many damn times, like, oh, I'm going to get sick if I push it and eat more. It doesn't sometimes the medicine doesn't make me want to stop the eating, you know what I mean? It doesn't make me want to say, oh, I'm full. Sometimes I don't get to the satiety that I need to. I just in my brain know, like, oh yeah, if I eat all of this whole meal in front of me, she's gonna pay for it later. So yeah, you get to figuring that out in a real quick way. But anyway, hey Dia, How are you? Oh, yes. Yota! Hello, love. How are you, girl? Oh my gosh, I've been off since Friday. Yeah, I got off Friday. So I've been off 4 days, and gosh, it really feels like a snap of time. So yeah, but I'm feeling like that's cool because I only got to work for 3 days, so that I get off 2 more days, right? But yes, God. I thought about it today. I really, and Bill and I kind of discussed it at lunch, and I said, this is the first time in our married lives that you've made enough money to pay all of our bills, and I could quit. And he was like, yeah, but don't. And I'm like, well, no, I can't because, oh yeah, I'm a spendaholic and I'm a shopaholic. Hey, how you doing? My name's Winnie. How are you? Nice to meet you. But yeah, so there we go. We've lived on far less, so I don't, but no, I can't. I still have a good 10 years of work in me. I don't want to, but I don't mind my job right now. I mean, if my job could stay what it is right now at this moment, but you always know it's that thing of when you say something and you speak it out loud, it's like, oh, this girl likes something. We're going to take that away. So anyway, now that drink will hit my stomach and it'll go, oh. And that's fun. That's one of the drawbacks to it too, is everybody knows you're either on a GLP-1 or you really need to hit that bathroom or something's going on in that stomach. But yeah, it's your stomach is the loudest. Last night, Carter and I were sitting watching something, and I'm telling you right now, it was like a full growl / meow of a cat. It went, she was like, is that your stomach? I'm like, yeah, it's my stomach. Crazy. So what have you guys been up to? That's all I've been up to. Took my bestie to her doctor appointment yesterday, which was fun. I really thought she had a little procedure done, and I really thought that she was going to just be looped out because Bill has the same stuff done, and he is always loopy when I go back and, get him. She was fine. She was just like, hey, you ready to go? I was like, well, damn. But apparently it's good because I told Bill this today, Leanne, but I said, oh my God, you won't believe it, but her doctor, I said, if I ever have to have this procedure done, which I probably will soon, I said, I'm going to go to them because that doctor, they know when to like pull the propofol or whatever off of you, and they don't give you like loopy Demerol or any of those D medications that make you like, because that's it. He said, oh, they don't make you all crazy and high. And I went, no, she wasn't one bit. She was fine. And he said, well, hell, that's the point of it. That's why I like going. I'm like, oh God, you're the only person in the world that would say they enjoy having this done. But yeah, he's like, well, shit, that's half the fun. I'm like, that's none of the fun, my friend. But hey, Anita, how are you? Oh, thank you. Yeah, girl, we gonna do it up. What do y'all think? I should just make this one a green one and take the pink out. But this is the mascot of the whole channel. This crazy, what is it? Is it a Minkoff bag? No, it's Tory Burch. Shit, I almost forgot. In the crazy pink. Yeah, this is a Kira in crazy pink. And I love this bag. I just never carry it. And I've never carried it, but maybe, I can count on one hand. But I can't get rid of it because everybody's always said, if you ever get rid of that bag, sell it to me. So there's like 20 of you that I would piss off or more if I sold it to one. So I just keep it, and it's just a nice pop of color. And you wouldn't believe the many times when people come to my channel that have never been here or haven't seen it in a while, they'll say, what is that pink bag? It's gorgeous. It's just a Tory Burch bag. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I love, okay, leave the pink bag. Yeah, because it's the green and the pink. I love pink and green. Yeah. Me and Al, I do. And I put this one up here because, this is just a look-see bag. These are such poor quality bags, guys. I don't know that all Marc Jacobs are. I just know that this one is. But yeah, it's such poor quality. I've shown you guys in a video, but I get really pissed off about the cost of this bag versus the wearability of it. And I won't probably ever carry it. But now the resale factor is gone for me because I can't knowingly sell this bag for what people are selling this bag for, or even retail, because of the wrinkling. And it's just like an outer skin is on top of this and it's pulled away. I'm sure you guys have seen that on other leather bags, but Marc Jacobs, do better. My friend, do better. But yeah, this is not, it makes me very angry. And I do have a friend that I know from the channel, who I talk to on Instagram a lot in private messenger, and she bought one, and immediately, I mean, she didn't carry it a month, and she really carried the bag. Like, that's why she bought it. And she bought one, and it immediately started flaking off on hers everywhere. And sorry, my stomach. And she contacted Marc Jacobs, and they said, well, that bag sold completely out. We have no more of those bags. So if you want to return it, we'll give you a full refund. But she's like, hell no, I can't get it again. Like, so it's kind of like a catch-22. Like, you want a better quality bag, but oh yeah, they don't have any better quality bags. So you either keep this, learn to love it, just look at it like I do and enjoy it from afar, but don't carry it. Or, you patch it up and carry the shit out of it and I guess get your money worth. But it is disheartening and a little sad. But I mean, I guess I could have kept that to myself and not told anybody, but I wouldn't do that to somebody. I'm just not that girl. I'm not. The thought of selling something inferior and knowing it. It's one thing to sell something that you like, oh, shit, I didn't even know. I'm sorry. Like, I'll take it back. But knowing that it is effed up, yeah, it's a bridge too far for me. I don't want to be that girl. I just feel like, and I really do feel like this. I'm not trying to be like, Saint Winnie or whatever. I'm just saying, like, I feel like karma is real, or you reap what you sow. So I feel like if I did that to somebody, that I would get mine in a worse way. So I'm not going to do it. So anyway, yeah, that's the Marc Jacobs saga. Yeah, I mean, yeah, some of them are good. I've had Marc Jacobs bags that are totally fine. I don't know if it's the screen printing part that they did when they put the graphics on there. They had to do it a certain way. I get it. But also, I know it's not just one bag. Like, it didn't just quality wasn't shitty on the one bag. It's happened. Like, it's a thing. It's, on the boards. It's, people have talked about it. People have commented to me. People have chatted with me about it. So I know it's a known issue on these bags particularly. But yeah, I would say that Marc Jacobs bags, by and large, are great bags. I've had a few. I've always enjoyed them. I don't have any issues with Marc Jacobs bags. The one issue that I do have with it is that I buy them, they're gorgeous, and then I don't carry them. But that's me with a ton of bags. Like, y'all know me. Anita says, speaking of resale, I'm sick to my stomach. If the Posher's selling the new Coach East West Kiss Lock that was limited last week for $950. Oh, $950. You know what? I went on. It was not meant to be. Girl, for me, it was. The universe, again, said to me, bitch, no, you're spending too damn much money again. Stop. Get a handle. So yeah, Autumn had said, it airs at 3. Well, I put it on at 3. Nothing's happening. I didn't know. For some reason, it had been on the channel. I don't know what happened, but it delayed me for like an hour. So when 4 o'clock hit, I go on there thinking, hell yes, sold out. They show up and they're all sold out. And I was refreshing too. So Girl, when I tell you there were several things that did not lead up to me getting that bag, it was not in my cards. And I'll say I didn't not like the bag, but I loved that they were releasing those East-West Kiss Lock bags in different colors, because I feel like they have fed us the black and the maple colors in every damn bag so far. Like, stop. Stop it. We've had our fill. Like, yeah, we have a ton of those, but stop. Give us some new choices. Give us some colors out there. So I think they're finally doing that for spring or whatever yeah. Or was it fall? No, this is actually a fall drop, isn't it? Shit, I don't know. But yeah, that's insane. $950, $1,000 for a $350. God, dog. Anita, that has always happened. Yeah, $950 is kind of reasonable. I've paid, I'll say this, I've paid $2,000 for a Coach bag. I've never spoken that word out loud, but I have. I sure have. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute. I'm not proud about it. I'm not proud of it, but I did it. I did it. And it was insane. My FOMO got just so freaking crazy. And I didn't keep the bag. I sold the bag for way, way less. And I did not keep it. After that, and I'll say why I feel like I sold it, and I sold it for, I lost tons of money on that. And I'll tell you why, because I felt like I wasn't carrying it, and the $2,000 price point was preventing me from carrying it, because I was like, oh shit, that's a Coach bag and I paid $2,000. It's really limited. I need to, right? And so that was my mentality. I couldn't get past that mental block. There's lots of psychology that goes into these bags, girl. Lots. We could write books about this, right? And that was blocking me, mentally blocking me. And then I felt like when the person reached out and wanted it, I was like, you know what? I'm going to sell it to you, and I'm going to ask a crazy price, but not what I paid for it, but still a crazy. And they were like, okay, I want it that bad. And I was like, okay. And then I felt like me looking at it and having it was a noose around my neck. It was just dragging me down. Like, mentally, I was thinking, like, why did you pay $2,000 and then not carry it? That's not the craziest effing part of this story. My dumbass. I didn't do it. But I don't know what stopped me. After all that went through, the color that I originally did want in this bag came up, and it was $2,000. And who put a heart on that on eBay and really, really put it in their cart like they were going to get it? Make it make sense, guys. I get a little crazy. Just a tinge. Yeah. You're not the only one. We all spend, of course. And it's FOMO. If I could, girl, hey, Jen, if I could just get a handle on the FOMO, I think that would put a lot of things in line for me. I wouldn't say I'll be better, but I will say I think I would have more money, and I could save more money, or, I wouldn't be so obsessed if the FOMO is 80 to 90% of the reason that I buy bags, and I have it really, really bad. I'll tell you another story that just happened today. I'll tell it to you. God, why am I telling so much shit? Leanne's probably like, shut it down. I went to the kitchen to fix my plate. What bag were you talking about? Something like you sold to someone? Yeah. You already know, girl. I'll tell you later. I don't want to identify the bag, but y'all probably know. But I don't want to identify the bag because y'all will really eat me up then. But okay. Anyway. So these sneakers. I love these god darn sneakers. I didn't think I would. I got them today. Put them on feet. Couldn't think of nothing else. Girl. they're so lightweight, so beautiful. They're in my actual video for tomorrow, but I didn't think I would like these. I thought I was going to send these back because these were like a FOMO purchase again. All right, so Nike decided that they would release these in a very limited. Here we go. Here's all my FOMO and my shit just going into like what in a premium freaking leather. Everything about it. They only made 2,300 pairs. They do this. You guys think bags are crazy? Sneakers are way more crazy than bags, girl. Ever thought about? Guys, they're way effed up. They're more effed up than we are, guys. They really are. Don't let your husbands ever say anything to you, or your boyfriends or your partners or whatever say anything to you about them bags, because they got things. They got things and they got bigger problems than we do. Okay, but anyway, they released these on Saturday, not this particular kind, but the one that I'm telling you about. They're called the Ben 23s. And they don't do it very often, but they're a very limited numbered pair of sneakers in a premium leather. Just so many in each size. I think they created 2,300 pairs. And think about it, there's millions of sneaker people out there. All of us were going for those same 2,300 pairs. Of course I didn't hit. So today I get on my eBay and I see what I think. I start searching them. That's like, why do I even do that? Stop. But yeah, what's everybody say? Hey, Holly. I'm packing up stuff to have Candy sell for me. Yes, girl, I'm so excited. I bought 2 of the cloth bags. Don't ask how much I spent. I feel you. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, limited editions are crazy. So anyway, I got on my eBay today, this morning. I wasn't working, so I had all kinds of time just scroll and do crazy shit. I've done a lot of actual things today. I've been very productive. But yeah, I saw these come up and I searched for size 7 because I wear a size 7 in either the preteen size or men's sizing, 8 to 8.5 in women, depending on the cut of the shoe. I probably could go a half size down in these, but I don't care. These are so wonderful. So I see the premium pair like this. They don't have any of the red on them. They have like this little triangle is red and there's like a stamping on the back, like this really cool. It reminds you of like old timey wax stamps that they did on letters. It's just like that. Beautiful. And then a little bit of red right here. Gorgeous. In premium leather. This is like nubuck. All right. These weren't that expensive. I mean, they're in the $100 and some range. I see a guy and he's asking like $1,000. Now, mind you, I searched size 7. So you would think all of the sizes that came up would be 7. I'm an idiot. I am a frigging idiot. An idiot. I talked this guy down to 7. I offer him really low. He comes back. We go back. And then we settle on like almost 700. I'm like, yeah, let that sink in for you. She's an idiot. Thank God this didn't come to fruition. But that doesn't mean I still won't be like, yeah, I gotta get this. So, I immediately, after I buy them, I go in there and I see that they're a size 5.5. Well, most of the sneakers, I'll say all of them, I want to wear them. I like to collect them, but I'm not the trophy case gal on most of these. I've been wearing them. I'll wear 3 or 4 pairs a day. Like I'll wear them around the house and then I'll wear them out. Like I wore these out today as soon as they came. I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. I'm wearing them. So I was like, hell yeah, I don't care if I spend $700, $1,000, whatever. I'm going to wear these mother effers. So I immediately, after I'd done the purchase, I get the email and everything. It says you purchased these. I was like, hell yeah, I'm so excited. That's for the FOMO and the guilt kicks in. But then I see that they're a 5.5. I was like, holy shit. And so, you can go on eBay if you just purchase something and request, to cancel the order, which I did. And I sent the guy, and it was a guy, I sent the guy a nice letter and I said, hey, bro, I am so sorry. I mean, because when you buy sneakers, they all think you're just some other sneaker bro. So I said, I am so sorry that I did this. I made a huge mistake. I'm so sorry. If you would just cancel this purchase, unless you have a size men's 7, I would take it, but I don't need a 5.5. I can't wear those, and I'm not just going to look at them, and I'm not going to resell them. I need to go ahead and. He did. He processed the order after I'd asked him. He was like, "No, denied. I won't." Girl, we had a long discussion about it. Let's get some shows. It's a collab between Hong Kong brand and Coach. They released some really cool bags and clothes in Asia only. Yeah, Clot. I have some What the Clot sneakers. Yes, I do. Clot pairs here. Yeah, it's a yeah. You're right. Yeah. But I love Clot sneakers, so I haven't ever purchased Clot bags, but I have purchased some Nikes that have collabed with Clot. But Clot here is just like all different, they're mismatched and they're all different iterations, like patchwork type sneakers. Let me show you. I think this is a What the Clot. I think these are, but I'm not 100 on it. But like, they're like this, like all different. But I don't specifically think this is Clots. Because they usually, don't they say it on there somewhere? But they're similar to like a different mix matched. Yeah. And y'all know I love a mixed and a matched, a mismatched or mix. I don't know how you would say mismatched pair of any. I just like that. I've always liked that. Like one shoe is different than the other, but they're a pair. I have a couple pairs of these, and then I have like you guys need to see these too. Hold on. Hold, please. I don't think these are Clot. But yeah, if you look up What the Clot Nikes, you'll see. But yeah, right, like Punky Brewster, but like these are similar to what, So yeah. Very mismatched and, mixed up, and I just love that. So anyway. Those are very uncomfortable, by the way, and I am going to sell that pair because they're just insanely uncomfortable, and I don't have time for that. I'm not going to do what I do on these damn bags. No, ma'am, I'm not. I'm going to wear these. I'm buying them and I'm wearing them, and I love it. Yeah. Yeah, oh my God, Logan, right? Those Air Force Ones. Oh, so good. I really, yeah. So anyway, yeah, look them up if you guys, want to see some really cool sneakers. Go on Goat, or yeah, I have you know what, Logan? I do have, they're not Clots, but I do have the Olympic Forces in the silk. And I haven't ever worn them because they're uncomfortable as hell. They're really stiff. Because you know how Air Force Ones are kind of, chunky and clunky. These really are. And I don't wear them, but I have some silks in that, yeah. I have the Gatorade, too. I have the Gatorade. Do you remember those? Well, which they made Gatorades in, like, Air Maxes and all kinds of stuff. But these are the high top versions. I have an orange pair and a blue pair. I actually love those. But anyway, Logan, I love that you come in and talk to me about sneakers. Guys, when I wore these today, a couple of dudes were like, "Are those the infrareds?" And I was like, "Yeah." They were like, "Oh shit, girl." I was like, how do you like your grandma wearing the coolest ass heat sneakers right now? They're like, "I love it." Guys are way more accepting, when it comes to that. But anyhow, yeah. But don't mind my typos. I'm blind and I like Mr. Oh, with these eye drops. Yeah, Bill had his done today, and man, his eye, I swear to God, his pupils are as round as his. It's weird to look in somebody's eyes, especially in the sunlight, and just see the They're big as saucers. And I just, right before I came in here, yeah, it's a Hong Kong brand, Clot. Look it up. They did collabs. They do collabs with everybody. So, and it's really nice stuff. Like they're chef's kiss. So they do a lot. Hey, Ed. Hey. But yeah, try to look them up. Yes. Yeah, his eye, I looked at him tonight right before I came up here to do the live, and I was like, your eyes are still, and this, they dilated his eyes probably around 1:15, I want to say, because we sat there. We did not get out of there till 3. And our appointment was at 12:45. That's how many people they double and triple book in there. We sat in that, they put you in one waiting room, then they go and dilate his eyes, and then, you know, that has to take effect. So they put you off in this other little side room. There's 2 of those. And they didn't even have the TV on, and we were like, holy shit, this sucks. At least we had our phones charged up. And you just sit in there and watch tons of people come in and out, and they all, you know, cycled in and out, got their names called. Here we sat. And I was like, oh, God, this is taking forever. And finally we got called back. But yeah, they always ask me, like, do you want to watch him get his shot? And I'm like, hell no. I don't need to see that. No, ma'am. I'm going to go. So I always go back out in the waiting room and wait on him to get it, because no. It seems horrible. But Jen, I hope your eyes are okay. Oh, man. Gosh. So what's going on? Okay. Yeah. Holly. Oh my gosh. I would love to see your bags. Now I'm excited about it. Did you have a shopper get them for you, or how did you get them, or did you go on a selling site, or, because I know they're probably, were they released here? They weren't, right? Or did you go on Clot's website? How did it happen? I want to know everything. It's like Fragment. So Fragment is another Asian design, like hype beast type thing, you know, like Supreme and all that. And they did a drop over the weekend too. Like February, I'll say this, February is a big month, I guess, for sneakers, I'm finding out, because they have the All-Star basketball game in LA. And so the sneaker companies go crazy releasing tons and tons, you know, because all of their collabs they have with the basketball guy, like a lot, you know, a lot of the sneakers are basketball type sneakers. And so they just released so many damn, it's like, in bag terms, it's just like Christmas or something. It really is. It's, I mean, and they release a lot for Christmas, but they have nothing on the bags. The FOMO is there. They will release them. You cannot get them. And then it's a thing. Resellers, sneaker resellers is a bad word. Like, people hate resellers. Like, sneakerheads really hate a damn reseller. They just do, because they, you know, like the bags, like we see on, you know, Poshers doing. They'll buy a bag for $350, but then that bag goes out of stock really quick, and the FOMO gets us, and we want to get it, but you're going to get it, but you're going to have to pay $1,000 or $2,000 for a $350 bag. It's that's the same old song and dance with sneakers, only to the nth degree, because there's millions of people wanting the sneakers, and they don't, you know, they might make 40,000 sneakers. That seems like a lot. But if you think that, you know, globally, 1 billion people want 40,000 pairs or whatever it is, less than 100,000 pairs, it gets really competitive and crazy. And that is what I like. I mean, I like that. I enjoy the hunt. I enjoy the whole pursuing part of the, you know, finding, getting, you know, it's a gamble, like, because they drop at a certain time and you're like, oh, did I win? And so you literally are winning the lottery, but then again, you're not winning anything but a pair of sneakers, because you are paying for them, but getting them instead of at resale, getting them for retail is the thing. Girl, it's a whole mind F. Like, it is a whole mind F. It's changed a lot from when I was trying to cop a bunch of sneakers in the 90s. And I was just going to outlets and shoe stores trying to get, a bunch of the sneakers that I loved. It's changed a lot and it's become a huge thing. But yeah. But yeah, the Fragment people, they teamed up with Union, which is another, like, I don't know if it's a skate shop or whatever, out of LA. They teamed up with Fragment and Nike. So it's a 3-part collab. And nobody, like, everybody, they call it taking an L, getting a loss, or, getting a W or getting a dub. And so you either get a dub or get an L. And so many of us took the L. So, yeah. But anyway. Okay, you paid too much on Posh. I got you. I think you said that, and I just wasn't. I'm sorry. Yeah, I got you. Wow. See, yeah, definitely, Holly. Send me pics on Instagram or whatever, because I want to see. I'm definitely there for those pics, girl. But yeah, okay, Dawn. Hoping it all starts to get better by tomorrow. Let's put it this way. A Blythe came up and I didn't even open the shipping box. What? Girl, you must be having a time. I'm so sorry. I hope you get better soon. Ah, man. Hey, Boat. How are you? Thank you for coming by. Welcome in. Yeah, I had to get like all of my my backdrop. I don't know. It's just like a compulsion for me. When the holiday is over, and I didn't change it until Saturday, until the actual Valentine's Day. Bill and I, we went, I was asking you guys, I don't know if you guys see me on Insta, but I was asking you guys, like, what bag should I carry? What sneakers should I wear? I had on this heart shirt that I got at Sam's. And yeah, it just all came together. I thought it was a cute little granny look. I did look like a granny, but I didn't give a damn. And Bill, this is so cute of him. In another town, there's a little, this is like they call it, I've told you all this, but they call it the Tri-Cities because there's 3 towns that make up the Tri-Cities. And together it's a pretty big area here in East Tennessee. And so we drove over to the neighboring town to go eat at a place that they had installed their equipment, their HVAC. And he knows that I love Thai food, right? And we have a Thai restaurant, a mile. What, Leanne? 2 miles from here. And I get it quite a bit, or have gotten pad Thai a few times, several times. I like it. And he was like, you got to try this restaurant. It's really good. And so we drove over there, and it was freaking packed. There were 1 billion people in this town. It was like, wow, everybody's here. What are we doing? There's a lot of restaurants over there to eat. And this one wasn't packed. And we went in, and it was literally the same exact food. It tasted the same, looked the same. Even his food that he normally gets from the Thai restaurant up the street, it tasted exactly the same. They weren't the same, you know what I mean? I don't think they're the same people, but now I'm starting to think maybe they are. It was good. It was good, but like I said, we could have just gotten it, 2 seconds from here. But we had a good day. We went out. Pad Thai Queen. I love Pad Thai. We need the bags I get, but the tennis shoes I don't get. Oh my God, really? Why? Why, Nando? Okay, I'll say this. I have always been, since a child, since a little kid, about the sneaker life. Always. So that's my first and true love and want. Always been sneakers. Always. I've always been somebody who loved a good pair of sneakers. And I will say I go in and out of the sneaker obsession, but I really got pulled into it this time. I think I got spurred on by the guys that cut my hair, the barbershop that we go to, because they're like, it's really cool to see, people who are older be into the hype beast game. And so then I think it really spurred me on. And then when I wear the really great sneakers around and the different, young kids and girls and guys who say like, wow, are those such and such? And like, yeah, they're like, oh my God, I can't believe what? So I think it's spurred on by that. And so a couple of, probably 2 or 3 months ago, I had on a really cool pair at the barbershop. And this was when I was just first starting to buy. I wasn't buying like 3 or 4 pairs a week. I was just buying like a pair here and there. And I had on a pair, and he was like, it's really cool if you could build up your channel. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to switch from bags to sneakers. It's just not. I mean, never say never. I maybe someday, if I have more time, maybe do a sneaker channel on the side. I don't know. But he was telling me about an older gentleman who he thinks is probably passed now, but who was quite a bit older, who would do like fit checks every day. And he would just wear the cutest, coolest, hype based stuff. But he was like 80 years old. And he was like, I know you're not that old, but he's like, you're grandma. And it would be really cool to see, a hype beast grandma or a sneakerhead grandma get on, and it's just fun. And I think it's a niche that's not very tapped into. And I just felt like I already love the hype beast sneakers and all that shit. I already am into it, and I love to see the cool clothes that they wear, and the way they style it and everything. And I thought, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get into it. So it's just an obsession that I get into. And I get into lots and lots of obsessions. If you've watched me for any time, you know that I have gone through phases of backpacks. I've gone through micro bags. I have gone through slides. I have gone through loafers. I went through a loafer phase. I went through a humongous perfume phase that lasted forever. The bags have always, but yeah. It's a thing for me. I mean, it's something that I think, and I told my daughter this the other day because she was like, oh my God, more sneakers, Mom, what are you doing? And I was like, if I had to sit here all day without a hobby or without something to obsess about and think about and do, I go crazy. I just can't be someone who just, goes to my room, lays on my couch, watches a few things, and doesn't get involved in something. Like, I do all those things. Like, I'm not saying I don't do that. I do chill out and lay on my couch and watch YouTube all the time. But it's nice to have a thing to, like, be into. And it'll change. It will change. Yeah, it's a dopamine hit, right? It will change. I went through a t-shirt. Remember when I had to have all the I gave away 6 bags of basically t-shirts the other day. So yeah, it goes through cycles. I went through the Labubu craze. Yeah, so it's just the thing. It's just the flavor of the month, really. And I can't wait for it to change because I tell Jackie this all the friggin' time, and it is so true. I was telling Leanne this, like, you can $100 and $200 yourself to death into the poorhouse. You can, because it's that thing of like, oh, it's $100. It's $120. It's $95. Oh God, these are on sale for $50. But when you buy a great volume of that, it's like anything else. You can literally go, thousands of dollars into, oh shit, I have 70 pairs of hyped up sneakers now. So yeah, it did prompt me. And another thing that I think spurred me on too was Carter cleaned it. It's not Carter's fault. It's totally my fault. I won't lay the blame on anybody. But I feel like Carter, when she cleans out something for me, she doesn't play. When she cleans out a thing, Leanne knows this and Dawn knows this. She and Jackie, she will clean a thing out and you will have 2 items left. Like, she's not she does not allow accumulation. Now, I wish she would get on my garage, but Bill is the stopping block for her getting on the garage because there's a lot of things out there. He's like, oh, we can't throw that out. Bill's the worst for keeping. You open up an iPad, you take that iPad out, you start using it. He keeps the box to the iPad, the iPhone, whatever it is, a drill. Puts the box. I have tons of computer boxes and iPad boxes, and I don't know why he does that, but he does. Speakers or like television. He wants to keep the box and everything. Doesn't matter. He's never going to store anything in that box. He's just keeping. So, but yeah, when Carter, sorry, my shoes are. Let me put them down. I keep bumping them. When Carter did the clean out for me on my sneakers, and she went through several closets, several bins. I had bins of sneakers. I think I had 70 pairs. I really do think I had 50 to 70 pairs of sneakers that I wasn't wearing, that were from my obsession in the 90s that's how long ago it's been. And the early 2000s when I just went absolutely crazy and bought a bunch of sneakers then. She threw them all away. Or we didn't throw them out. We donated them, and I sold what I could, or put them up for sale. They're not sold yet, but she literally, put them in bags and was like, they're gone. Goodbye. Say goodbye. So that to me is like a security blanket. And then I was like, oh, I have, 7 pairs of sneakers. Oh shit. I didn't have 7, but I have 20 pairs of sneakers. Girl, let me keep. Yeah. So yeah. So crazy. Yeah, she'll say, and I'll say, like, I don't really want to get rid of those. Like, I really like those. And she'll go, no, we're not. She's like, have your moment with it. Tell it goodbye. But it is leaving. You're not keeping that. And yeah, she is take no prisoner. She is like literally like a commandant. She's like a freaking Gestapo on that. She's like, you see my face? I'm not playing. That's going. And I always say, like, if I say something like, oh man, Carter, I need to clean out this, she'll go, do you really? Are you serious? Okay, because if you're serious, I'll help you. But when I start pitching things, I don't want to hear you crying. I don't want to see you grabbing things out of the pile. I just need you to stand back and let it have, like, okay, give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a quick minute on that. Yeah. Nando. It's too damn, it's because when you're in the bin stage of it, and I probably had, I want to say 3 humongous just tote bins they're shoved in there. Girl, they're getting gross. They're cracking. The leather is peeled completely off of them. There's nothing left. Like, let me give you a for instance, and I don't know why I'm not throwing these away. Let me give you a for instance of what these shoes look like, okay? Let me get my little sneaker bins over here. Here's just one. Okay. See this? This used to say Nike. These are Cortez, and Cortez it's my weakness. It's my Achilles heel, so to speak. But look. Now, they retroed these last year, which means I could go to the outlet and find these for, $40 probably. I should, but I'm not even going to wear these. So I'm like, well, why throw these out when these, I don't know what voodoo they hold on me, but I love them. And so I won't get rid of it. But even the insole is effed up, girl. Even the damn insole. And then I have a pair of Bruins. Yep, right there. And they're so cute. But the leather is sticky and coming off. And yellowing. They get really yellow. Not worn. This isn't from wear. Yeah, I've worn them a couple times, but should these go in the trash? 100%. 100%. And this, I only have 2 that are really old, but for some reason I love them so much. I'm not going to keep these. Yeah, I did, Grace. A couple of pairs I got to keep. And a pair of Adidas Split that I had back in the early 2000s I kept, which really meant a lot to me because I really paid a lot for them and I went crazy looking for these sneakers. Um, so yeah, but a lot of the Sambas, the shell toes, they had totally yellowed and started cracking and they just weren't, yeah, I'm not going to wear them. Can you imagine how uncomfortable? And the first day I wore them, they would crack and break. So no, I can't keep that stuff. But yeah, yeah. I am on Hype Beast. I love some of these sneakers. Like, right. It does suck you in. And then Bill, he doesn't get it either. And when people stop me, you know, a couple of guys that stopped me today and said something, he's just like, and I'm like, don't you think it's funny to see somebody rocking? Like, I love to see, I've always loved to see an old lady in hot pants. Yeah, I don't know why. I just like a halter top and hot pants. You know, she's got the whatever to get out there in a damn pair of hot pants and a halter top and a, you know, fake fur stole or whatever. I just love to see it. I mean, that to me, that's fun. So yeah, it's part of it. I think a lot of it is too that the aging thing is like it's hard. It's a hard pill to swallow, but there's nothing you can do about it. It is what it is. You are this age, and you are only going to be older than you are right now. Right? Tomorrow you'll be a day older than you. So it's just a never-ending thing. And remember when I got on the Mew Mew, and I noticed a lot of the gals, the younger gals in their 20s, were really grabbing the Mew Mew, and I don't know. It just was something that I really thought like I don't know if I was trying to recapture or if I am trying to recapture my youth or what. I think about that and I feel bad about it, but not bad enough to stop. And did stop me from buying the Mew Mew bags. I still wanted them. I wanted them probably more when I saw these cute young girlies out here, you know, rocking these. I was like, well, shit, I can rock those too. I think that's fun. So yeah, I don't think a age there. Uh, I think a lot of things don't really have an age. And if they do, that's on the beholder. That's on the person that's giving you shit about carrying it or wearing it or rocking it. Really. Cuz I've seen some people do some crazy shit. I mean, yeah, I might lean over and say something to Bill about it. Look at this. Wow. But I'm not going to go up to them and go, "Really, you shouldn't be wearing that." Like, aren't you a little young or a little old or a little whatever, a little, you know, skinny, big, tall, whatever. I'm not going to do it. I am not going to do it. And we've all seen somebody out there rocking something they shouldn't have. But you ain't going to go up and tell them, are you? Yeah. Do what makes you happy, right, Lori? Exactly. If you are convicted in yourself, then go for it. If you, yeah, okay. We're just big kids. Yeah, we really are. I mean, we we love the younger kids stuff. I don't know. A lot of the music though, I'll say radio did me in for music. I would still be, you know, Leanne likes a lot of the stuff that her daughter likes and she likes a lot of the music of today or whatever. And I don't, and I'll tell you why is because when I lost my radio job, I was so sick of playing the damn hits and playing. I didn't. I know. I got turned off to not really music. I still love music a whole lot, but some of the more I'll say newer stuff. Unless my daughter is listening to it over and over again, and she starts saying like, "Hey, mom, check this out." But I won't go seek out a new, you know, I just won't do that. But I don't listen, I don't poo poo the idea. Like, if that's what you're into, girl, I am all about it. Get out there and go, you know, see your favorite whatever and buy that music and listen to that music and rock it. I love that. I love to see it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, it is what makes us special and it's what makes us happy at the moment. And God, isn't life just a lot? I say this all the time, but isn't life just a whole lot? And I can't see, you know, me getting in a rocking chair and putting a shawl on and not wanting to, live, or you know what I mean, or experience things, and especially buy things that, because I feel like, God, I work so hard and Bill works so hard, and yes, we should sock away all of our money for the pretty foreseeable, like it's gonna happen quicker than we know it, but like, I don't know, girl. I just want to live. Oh, I guess that's me justifying it, though, isn't it? To a certain extent. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway. Once the story's told, it can't help but get old.com. All right, Dora. Yes. There you go. There you go. Words to live by. Exactly. There's some serious crap. There really is. I feel like in the more serious that things get and the crazier things get, I'm more likely to tune out of that because I can't. I can't. And then immerse myself in something else and get my mind out of what's going on and the shit that's. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, and yeah, YOLO. YOLO. And I'll say, those of you girlies that are just getting into the YouTube handbag and luxury fun and designer and coach and all that, it will suck you in, and it will consume you a little bit. It does take you over a little bit, and it does put you in. I think that's everything, though, whatever you're into, but it's so hard to find other people who love the same shit that you do in your normal life. Leanne and I are so simpatico, and we're lucky to have found each other because we're so similar and we like a lot of the same shit. We always have. And that's why we're besties. But nobody else in our lives, and I mean nobody, family, friends, coworkers, gets it. Maybe John. John does to some extent. But when you find people who do, you just want to sit and be like, oh my God, I have found my people. I've found my tribe, right? And John's the same way. Like he likes a lot of designer and luxury things too. So yeah, we talk about it quite a bit, and he shops quite a bit and I shop quite a bit. And so, yeah, but when you find your people, it's kind of like the thing when I go out to somewhere with a fancy pair of sneakers on, with a really nice pair of sneakers on, and the young kids or guys or girls or whatever say, oh my God, I love those sneakers. Oh my God, I can't believe you got them. You got those? And I'm like, yeah. And then we start to talk about it. I'm glad. I want to. And Bill's like, calm down, babe. Calm down. I tend to get a little like, well, let's talk about it. Did you get this? Did you get that? And yeah, Bill's kind of like, okay, babe. Calm down. I'm like, but nobody gets me. Nobody gets the. Yeah. And when I start talking about it too, it's kind of a fun thing because they are kind of like, whoa, you know what that is? Oh, you were getting those? Oh, you have that? Yeah. So that's fun. That's always fun. That's always fun. Yep. Like the nurses were going off yesterday about, yes, we carried that was so fun when Leanne, like I was her ride for her little procedure that she had done. And the little nurses that had us back there, when she was getting ready to get prepped and then she was going back, they really liked our bags. We had matching bags. She had her little pochette, and I had my little shoulder bag. And we had the exact same bag, and people were like, oh my God, look at you guys matching. We were like twins. It was fun. A lot of people, we were like tripping that people were like, wow, what are those? Oh my God, where'd you get it? And so I love that. I love it. I love it. I love to see it. It's a nice thing when you get, yeah, it's the fun part. It's as if when I was doing perfumes, when I was really into perfume, I mean, I do perfumes every day, but when I was really into my scents and someone would go, oh, what is that? Oh, that's like, that's the best feeling. Or when someone sees your bag, it's the same thing, or your shoes or whatever, or your shirt, your jewelry. I mean, it doesn't matter. When someone comments or compliments something that you have or you've worked hard to get, and that's part of it, I think that's kind of a payoff. You're like, okay. And then you're like, well, shit, if somebody wanted to talk to me about that, I need to get more so everybody will want to. Like, oh, God, stop. I did ask Bill tonight. I was like, so would you clean out a place in the garage for me to store the shoe boxes? Because, I don't want to throw out my shoe boxes. And he's like, absolutely not. You have bought enough of these damn shoes. You're good. You don't need a place for. I was like, well, but yeah. I'm like, well, if you throw away some of those manufacturer boxes that we have out there. Now, I did do my closet. So I told y'all I cleaned out my closet really well. Got rid of all that shoes, clothes, t-shirts, jeans, stuff that I had been just hoarding back for years and years and years. I ordered these little like tiny shelf things from Amazon. Oh my gosh. And I had Closet Made. Those, Closet Made, the shelving. And the things had broken off the wall. Because I was like, how come they broke off? And that had happened 20 years ago. He said, because you shove 50 pounds of shoes on top of it. And it's not meant to hold that. It's plastic. And so I said, well, I'm going to rip that out. So I ripped that completely out of my closet when I cleaned everything out. And most of my sneakers are here. So that's the bulk of my shoes now. I have some boots and some Uggs and stuff like that I store in my actual room in my closet, And so I bought these like cheap ass little wire, like not wire, but metal. They're 2 rods and they, set up about that far. So you can like put sneakers on it, right? And shove them in there. And then you can put underneath the thing. So my shoes all look really nice in here. And they all look really nice in there. And I'm very, very excited about the whole thing, girl. I love the whole organization. So that's what I've been doing today is like, putting those little shelves up. And I did some laundry. I scrubbed some sneakers. Now, I'm not going to buy any more pre-loved sneakers. I just won't get them. Because what I was doing, I did this a couple of times. I think I told y'all about that. And the pictures are never, like they say they're like new. And then you get them and they've been worn. I'm not doing it. It just geeks me out too far. And even though I scrub them and wash them and, disinfect them and everything, I feel some sort of way about it. And yeah, everybody's different. Do you? I'm not going to poo-poo your idea if that's something, but I feel like unless it says new in box, I just won't get them. Or if they don't have them new in box and they're too expensive, I'm just not going to get them, or I'll just get the new ones. But yeah, I did have one pair today that came in and that was last week, and they were dogged out. And I was like, shit. I really want to wear these, but also I'm geeked out about wearing them. So I took the shoes completely apart, scrubbed the F out of them, put them in my laundry bags and washed them, and then let them dry in the sun because it was a sunny day today and it was nice in the 60s here. And then, disinfected and put the insoles back in and laced them back up and probably will never wear. But yeah, I'm a little geeked out about it, guys. I'm a little geeked out about it, but that's just my little thing. Organization is fulfilling. I like what you did with yours too. You sent me a picture the other day. I like what your little area that looked good. It was fun. Yeah, like Trader Joe's when that lady said, "I love your bag," about the mini bum bag, and you looked dead in the eye and said, "That just paid for that bag," but it did. It's like, okay, yep. There we go. Yeah, and when when we went into the little sneakerhead shop down in Asheville too, and those guys were like, they kept going, and I was like, oh yeah, my sneakers. They're like, yeah, what about those? They're like, yeah, I didn't get them on the drop. They were, you know, it was just a whole thing. And that was so fun. That was so fun. And then I was like, yeah, I got this pair. I got that. They were like, oh, okay. It was really nice. But yeah. My concern would be that all the support. Yeah, it's a whole thing. And even I could put new insoles in them and everything, but I don't know. I mean, they're scrubbed, they're sanitized, they're scrubbed, and they're, you know, looking good, but no, it's just a lot of work too. And I don't know, I like new, unless I buy a beat up Golden Goose sneaker, which y'all know I'm known to do. And the whole purpose of it is that it's beat up. Unless I buy, and there are a few Nike shoes, the Nigel Sylvester shoes, they were kind of a little worn looking, but they were brand new. Unless it is specifically like that. I just love the idea of new sneakers and putting on, you know, being the first one on a pair of sneakers. I don't know. Call me crazy, but you're right. Yeah, it does. They get broke down, and when people walk on them, they wear them a certain way, and you know, you might not lean that certain way. I don't know. It's a whole thing. It gets to be a whole thing, guys. Hi, Tony. So many beautiful pink and yes, I love the green because it's St. Patty's Day. I got my little Amazon St. Patty's decor up. Got my little pink and green and my little green. Oh, I love it. I love it. I don't have, well, I actually have more green bags than I thought I did, but I don't need any more. But yeah, I liked putting the, you know, the little green. I leave this one up there all the time, the one that Naomi made me. But yeah, this is one that you guys don't see a lot. And it's a Kate Spade bag that's Carter's. And she said, I have that green Kate Spade bag, Mom. I was like, hell yeah, bring it in here. So yeah, I did have a few more green bags, but I've sold them. I've sold them all along. I had that little tiny, remember that little Coach? I don't remember what it was called, but it looked vintage, but it wasn't really that old. Turns out it wasn't that old. I think it was from 2019, but I sold it because I was never using it. I just wasn't using it, girl. But I think I have another. I'm going to have to find it. I have another one with green on it I need to put up here. That little tiny Bonnie Cashin. Remember that? It's got different colors on each side. I think one side's either blue or green. If it's green, I'll put it back here. But I have a bunch of tiny Zumoni inserts, and they make great beds. Like, yes! You love those. I love that you love them, too. I mean, you look me in the eye. Yeah, I remember saying it, girl. Yeah. Yeah. That was fun. Hey, Kathy, driving home from work, so lurking. Yeah, girl, you better not type. I'm not going to stick around here too much longer. I think I've been on here since about 7. Oh, these are fun, guys. I've got this green. This is a juice box, and it's called Green Bubble. And I thought that was fun. I think it's inspired by marijuana. Because I'm pretty sure the little insert, they send you the really nicest packaging. I threw a lot away of packaging away from my perfumes the other day too, because I was just sitting on a bunch of, you know, I'd take it out of the box and then I'd put it in the thing, and then back in there was different little boxes that I was keeping of this, and I was like, what the hell are you doing? Throw it out. So I've thrown, you know, like this. I was just like, the bottles, girl, what the f are you doing? Like, what? Make it all friggin' make sense. So yeah, I have a little trash can over here, and I've thrown several boxes away. And then I was like, I have so much more room in these. Yeah. Yeah. But this stuff is really good. I have something else on today, or I would squirt. I'm not. The hell with it. I'm put a little squirt. But this stuff is fun. And it looks like it's music inspired, and so it looks like a record album. But let's see. I was hoping it would. No, it doesn't say anything. But I really think this is inspired by marijuana. Because the insert that you get with the packaging, it had, I think, pot leaves and stuff on it. So yeah, it does dry down, and it's a funky ass scent. Juice boxes are really good, but they're funky. They're funky, and I love that it's green, and it's called Green Bubble. And I was thinking of like, what can I put in here that's like a green, nice, and I had a few like blue green colors. And I had this one, which is actually Suit of Lights, which is inspired by Michael Jackson. But yeah, it's got the rhinestone in it, and it's kind of greenish, but it's not like this one. It's really green. This one's more sparkly. Yeah, but this one's not as good. I like this one, but I don't know though. I might wear this tomorrow. It's kind of manly, but manly, but I like it too. I do like the manly scents. Oh my God, that is good. I might wear that tomorrow. I don't know. I do not know. But yeah, I just was looking for something like really green to put in here. Whoops. And that one fit the bill. And then these sneakers I haven't worn yet. But I got a really good deal on these on the Goat app. And these are Dunks, but they're Powerpuff Girls, and they have a pink pair and a blue pair. And for some reason, the green, they must not be as sought after. So I really wanted a pair, but I could not pay the exorbitant. I think they're anywhere from $500 to $1,000, and these are just like $200 or less. And so I was like, yes, I'll take it. And so yeah, I got these for kind of reasonable, but they're silky inside. They're really a nice shoe. The insole is fun with the Powerpuff Girls. And then it says, the Nike. They're skateboard ones, aren't they? Yeah. Yeah, it says Buttercup on it. Well, I just thought these were really cute. It's got the Powerpuff Girl eyes on it, but yeah. I don't know. Weird, but yes. It's that thing of like, I would love to see videos of, well, like Blythe and bags. She loves bags, but she also loves her Blythe dolls. Dawn also collects and loves dolls. So everybody has a couple of things, right? Everybody has, like, you can be all gung-ho, but I sort of like to see those videos when people reveal like their other passion, like, because they have something like Yota. She has bags, but she also is she's an artist, and she loves to, go to art shows and do that. And she travels a lot. That's one of her passions. So like, yeah, it's just a lot of like, I love to see people who have what that other thing is. I know Jessie Style, she loves her Hermes bags, right? But she also loves the like Tokidoki and the little plushies and her bag charms. And so she does a lot of collecting of other things too. So I love to see it. I just think that's fun. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why I went off on a tangent, but you all know. Oh yeah, you have the Be Delicious. I don't love that. I don't love it for me. The one that's in the apple, right? The Dior. The Donna Karan. The Donna Karan? It's Donna Karan in it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm still kind of like on the fence about that one. I bought it. I have the red one. Or is it the silver one? I have one of the apples, the Donna Karan ones. But I don't know where it is. But it's somewhere in this shelf. Yeah, it would be a great idea to like see you yeah. Oh yeah, Jolie has, yeah, and Holly, you guys do journals and notebooks, and yeah. Jolie, prime example. She loves bags, but she really loves journaling and all of the stuff that goes with that. Autumn, Autumn Beckman, she loves bags with a passion, but she also loves jewelry a whole lot. So, I mean, we all have our, little things. You love clothing? Yeah. Grace. So I think we all have like another outlet. Like we all love bags, but also, oh yeah, I'm really into this thing. So I love to see it. And Jackie has a few passions. Where is Jackie tonight? Is she lurking? Gosh. Sorry. I didn't want to belch on y'all, but also, yeah, sorry. Yeah, it did that. You only like the green one. I don't even think I smelled that, so maybe I would like the green one. I would say, good night, Mary Beth. Have a good night. You take care too. Is Candy going to do a sale tonight? I might jump over and watch her do some selling. I enjoy that too. Candy loves bags, but she also loves to sell bags. So yeah, girl. Yeah. Yeah, we have too many. I don't know. I think I should show you my sneakers someday, but I'm not ready yet. I'll take you around the room one day. I know Jaynette was like, let's see the rest of the room. And it's not in the best of shape, but it's not bad today. I did vacuum in here earlier. That's another thing I did. I vacuumed the house. Up here, anyway. I don't know. I got a little nervous energy or something. I don't know what happened to me. That's when I can tell I need to go on back to work because you're just over here buying shit. You're over here looking up stuff. You're watching crazy things. You're buying $700 pairs of sneakers that you really don't need to be buying. Thank God. Oh, the guy did refund me. He did. We had a whole battle back and forth. And I got so pissed. I said, that's fine. You go ahead and send them. But I said, you're not going to like the feedback. He had 100% feedback. He had sold like 300 pairs of sneakers or something. And I said, yeah, you're not going to like the feedback. And you're not going to like the karma you're going to get from this. I said, I would take the shoes if they were my size. And he was like, what did he say? Oh, people on eBay are playing too much. And I don't like that. And I said, well, I can assure you I'm not playing. And I didn't mean to do that. I would take them if they were my size, 100%. And if you had a size that I could wear, I'd take them. I'd take a 6.5, a 7, or a 7.5. I totally would. But you have a 5.5, sir, and that will not fit me. And he just kept on and on. I really kept on. And then I said to him, oh, it's kind of shitty. I kind of feel bad. You know, you always regret saying things, but I was in the moment. And I was typing. And I said, he goes, well, I'm not gonna refund you because you play too much, or eBay's playing too much or something. You get on here and play too much. And I said, all right, you're gonna get back on. And he wouldn't answer me back. And then he said something crazy. And I said, well, this is the kind of behavior I would expect from a reseller. And he went, oh, I was gonna refund you until you disrespected me. And I went, okay, let me go back. I apologize for that. It's that thing of like in the movie Friday, if I can quote Big Perm, Smokey, you mess with my money, you mess with my emotions. You mess with my money, Smokey, you mess with my emotions. Yes. And so that's what had happened. So anyway, that is so crazy. But yeah, the guy finally. Oh, I think she's boxing up this week. Sales. Okay. To be honest. Okay. Dara, we do have those moments for sure. I know. And I feel like shit about it. Like, look at my face. I got like so embarrassed from even doing it. But I just got so irate about it. Like that he could have canceled it. And I had talked him down from a really exorbitant price that he was asking. So like he was still making money because these shoes were like $350 retail, which is a lot for those, but they're, limited edition, all premium leather, yada, yada, yada. And so he was still making a good amount. He was doubling his money on it, but he was kind of trying to triple his money. I get it. And so I was just like, well, shit, leave him up at your current price and let somebody pay more than I paid. Like I, talked you down from a certain amount. So like, But anyway, I didn't say more to him than that. I just kind of left it at that. And he went, you know what? You have a good, I'm going to refund you and you have a great day. You have a, no, he said, I told him, I said, well, you have a good day too, or something. And he said, I hope you have a better day, or something. Like, up until this point, it had been really shitty. And I was like, no, this is just 15 minutes out of the day. Like, I was having a peachy keen kind of day before this whole interaction happened. And yes, it's my fault, but I didn't read the description. But when you search for an item, this tells me one thing about him. And I think this, and you guys that sell on eBay, let me know. But I feel like that he listed as a 7 because I specifically searched for size 7. So he has put some sort of keyword in there or something for it to hit on a size 7, or else why would it? Because every single other pair that I looked at, and there weren't too many, like 5, were 7s. But his was sandwiched in between those. And of course, I just thought, oh, well, I searched for 7. These are 7. Okay. So something in my mind was like, how did this pick up when I searched for a size 7, a 5.5? Okay. But what do you guys think about that? Yeah, I know. The reseller comment was so stupid. Why did I do it? Ah. Oh, she's selling Thursday. Gotcha. Oh, it smells like green apple. I love green apple, so I would like that one. I just bought the wrong one. I bought the wrong one. The Donna Karen, yeah. Sneaky. Sneaky sneaker salesman. Yeah, I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know, but I know that like on some things you can keyword on stuff, and you know what I mean? So I don't know. Yeah, yeah. My hat's off to you, Dara. We see what you did there. Sneaky sneaker salesman. Dawn says, it was an accident. He should have just refunded. Right! I would never. If you ask me for a refund, and it's happened to me selling on Mercari all those times. I sold on Mercari for several years. And if somebody wanted to cancel, I was just like, sure. Or if, to that end, if someone was not happy with the bag or the item that they bought from me or the shoes or whatever, 100%, I was always like, yeah, dude, I'll refund your money. I'll, send me the item back and I'll go through. I always accepted those. I never said, no, it was described as it should be. You should keep it. No, I was always like, yeah, send it back. I don't want you to be unhappy with an item. You spent too much on it. That's my thinking on it. But yeah, if you're not going to be happy, because yeah, he messed with the wrong one again. And also, like, I was going to leave him a shitty ass feedback. I really was. I was going to leave him a negative feedback with pictures. And I even said to, oh God, I keep telling y'all, I said, these shoes better be 100% quality controlled. I mean, they better be on the level or some shit like that. I don't even remember. I'm paraphrasing, but I said something like, these better be all good. They better not have a blemish or a mark on them anywhere. I think he sort of started thinking of that and was like, yeah, I'll let this person have their money back. See, my account's under Bill. It's under William. So it's not even under my name. So I think that every single time people think they're dealing with, some sneakerhead bro. And it's like, no, you're dealing with an old grandma. Sorry. One time I bought a pair of, the canary yellow Travis Scotts. And the guy that sold them to me, I canceled because I found them cheaper. And then it turned out, oh my God, this was crazy. I canceled and he said, it really made me mad. He was like, I can't cancel. They charged me $14. And I was like, what? You're kidding. And I was like, well, all right, but I'm just going to send them back or something. And he was like, all right, fine. And he refunded me. And then I bought them from somebody else cheaper. Then when the other guy that sold them to me started to send them to authentication, he said, I don't think this is going to pass. I'm not 100% they're authentic. And I was like, oh shit, just refund me. And he refunded me. So I went back to the guy that I'd already been talking to. Okay. So we made up, we talked, I bought him. He goes, do you want him or not? And I was like, yeah, I want him. He was like, well, you're back and forth. I don't know what to do. And I was like, no, it's good. I'll take him. So then this guy drags his feet for over a week. He didn't even send him to authentication for like a week. Finally, on like the 6th day or something, I said, are you dragging your feet because these aren't authentic? And he was like, do not ever accuse me of being a fake. So I would never, all of my stuff is 100% authentic. And I was like, well, I don't understand why you're dragging your feet then. Just send them out. He goes, I work and I have a job. And I was like, I will get right with somebody. I will get read under the name of William, under Bill's name. I will get rednecked on it and just be like, you're messing with my money, honey. Yeah. Isn't that stupid of me? I just get like, now it's about the principle. No, it really is all about the money. Don't get me wrong. He did mess with the wrong one. That's so funny. He probably sold that dice at some point and didn't change his listing. Yeah. That size, yeah. Didn't change his listing. That happened to me with a t-shirt. Yeah, it might have, yeah. But the seller refunded me and said to just keep it. Yeah, but ain't nobody gonna send you no $700 sneakers, right? But oh, Grace, you love heels. I think you told, yeah, I think we were in a live one time at Jackie's and you were talking about that. That's good. Jewelry, yep. I feel you, yeah. Yeah. But the guys sent them and they were absolutely perfecto, brand new, just as described, my size, everything. So good. Oh my gosh. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to go take my shot. Did you guys think I was going to say something crazy? No, shot with an O. And I'm going to take all my multivitamins that I take every night. Yeah, don't get it twisted on me, honey. I will fight. No, I'm just kidding. Sometimes I will. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll have a video tomorrow. It is part 2 of the bags that made me money. I'm doing the flip side of that coin, which is bags that have lost me money. That's a fun one. And it really is. It's not that bad. I've just been real chatty today. I think I did, I always go on a video thinking, I'm only going to do 10 minutes. 30 minutes later, I'm like, okay, have a good day, guys. I will put a video right here. Yeah. I hear my little Frankie. He's actually playing with a toy. He's squeezing his toy with his daddy down there. Yeah, Bill was like, I'm not babysitting your dog today. And I was like, oh, yes, you are. And so he's down there with Frankie. And Frankie was a doll face last night, though. I stayed down there from the time me and Leanne came back, which was, I don't even know, 2 o'clock or so, until, I don't know, 9:30 or 10 last night. And he just, like, in the crook of my arm, laid right here and just put his little head on me. I was like, all right, Mom. And every now and then, if I moved or something, he would look up at me and be like, you cool? We cool? Yeah. He was such a sweetheart yesterday. Today's probably wild, but I love him so much. Jolie, hey! Yeah, a shot. Colleen, hi! Oh, man, watch the replay. Yes, thank you. I love you, Jolie. What you doing? He would have gotten worse from Bill. I always see things playing out. I always, gauge what I'm going to say to somebody if I'm upset with them in real life, on what are the things that are going to escalate from here. Sometimes I do that, but yeah. He's such a cute boy. Oh my God, Frankie went both pee-pee and poo-poo outside today. And Leanne, it was that thing because that was the whole time in which I was dealing with the eBay guy, and my mind was on something else, and I got him and took him out, And I didn't pay any attention to what he was doing. And I sort of caught him out of the, he was going. And I was like, oh my God, you're such a good boy. So yeah. Pullets, baby hens. If you only had a rooster and you only had a wagon and a jackass, and you would have the whole joke, which I love to say. You know, the punchline of that joke with the pullets is, you know, a guy has a rooster, some hens, a wagon, and a donkey. And he talking to another guy, and he starts to go off, and he says, the donkey starts going crazy or something, and he said, sir, could you hold my cock and pull it while I scratch my ass? I just think that's a hilarious joke. That's an oldie but a goodie. You know, he has a rooster, a hen. You know, the roosters are called cocks. I don't have to explain it to you. The hens are called pullets. The wagon, you know. And then the donkey. I don't know. That's a good one. That is a good one. My guys have been having a hoedown for 2 days. Really? That's hilarious. Our grandkids came over yesterday, and my God. Well, we had little girl. Carter watched her, and then they went to pick up little guy because he had to make up a snow day at school, so they actually had to go to school. So they went and picked up little guy, and where they hadn't been together all day. Oh my gosh, they wouldn't even let me and, you know, their mom or their dad talk in any way because we were trying to talk about something, and they were like, ah! I mean, it was like, golly, shut up. I mean, they were wound up. Must be something in the air. All right, guys. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for coming by. Bye. Okay, maybe.